Everybody, welcome to Fantasy Daily. I ain't got the intro tonight. I ain't got the production. I don't have all of that. I have something fun for you, something that I've been teasing on my show for a little while, and I'm excited to bring it to you. So first of all, thank you for joining me here, Fantasy Daily, on this Wednesday night, April 14th, 2021. And if you're listening to me on the car ride to work on Thursday morning, good morning, my friend, and welcome. Let me show you my coffee cup here. Ooh, what's this? What's this? Some Fantasy Daily swag. Got my mug here. It's got some soda in it tonight. I won't lie. No coffee. Boom, boom, boom. Got myself some swag by my man Barry. If you want to get yourself some swag like this, some mugs, some t-shirts, I got myself some mouse pads. I got all kinds of stuff up here. I'll post a link, so you guys can check out my friend Barry below if you want to get any special stuff. But anyway, without further ado, welcome to my live on YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm going through all my rankings. We got a big couple of weeks coming up, guys. I'm planning out all of my Dynasty shows. I have 2 weeks of Dynasty shows built up right now, talking about the players, talking about how I think that Dynasty drafts are structured, tips, strategies. That's the next show that's going to be released tomorrow night, which is the Dynasty startup draft tips and stuff like that. And then I'm going to give a Dynasty rookie draft kind of outlook for how you may have a keeper league, a full keeper league, such as my Dynasty league is. And I'm going to go over a lot of that. So what you can see now here is my beautiful mug. And also you can see a picture of my rankings, which is cool because I got my screen here. I can screen share now. It's really cool for me. So sorry, obviously, if the audio and the video is not the best because I'm using my webcam, which isn't great at all. I need a webcam. But this is what my rankings do look like. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to check them out, they are done. So if you want to check them out, go ahead and go look at that. That is in the link. The link is in the description below as well. So go ahead and check out that. If you're on Spotify, you're going to have to jump over to YouTube. Check that out. But anyway, I got a fun show for you guys tonight because what I am doing here is I am showing you my actual Dynasty team. And you might be a viewer who is in this Dynasty league. And I'm going to peel back the curtain a little bit here, guys. I'm going to go through my team here that, if you're looking at it with me, is just an absolutely unfair powerhouse team that I've acquired over time. I've made some really smart trades. I've made some really bad trades that have bit me in the butt. I've paid up for a lot of these players. I've gotten players that I shouldn't have gotten for very cheap. But I've been fortunate in this league. I have a good team, a very good roster. And last year I came home as the champion. So being that this is a free league, I thought that would be fun. Now that we are in Dynasty season, the thick of the season, where right after draft we really get into the majority of Dynasty drafts. But right now some people are doing Dynasty drafts, which are, if you are doing a Dynasty startup draft right now, I got to tell you, it's too early. It's not the time to be doing it, but I'm still here to give you some tips and tricks if you need it. But it is too early for you to be doing Dynasty drafts. You should be doing those after the first draft. We do our Dynasty draft a month after the actual NFL draft, and I believe that's about the best time for you to do it. You have to commit to a player soon. You don't have all off season to do it. You only get a couple weeks to decide where that person landing affects your opinion on how they're going to affect your team for the rest of the year. And if you want to draft them, you got to make that decision soon. You shouldn't have all the way up until September, when redraft season is coming, to do your Dynasty draft at the same time. You know what I mean? It's a Dynasty draft for a reason. You should be committing to those players the same time that they commit to NFL teams. So that's personally where I believe that Dynasty drafts should be held, whether it's a startup draft or the rookie draft or whatever it may be. So without further ado, let's get into the thick of the action. I'm not going to keep you guys very long tonight because I still have a lot of work I want to do, but I want to make sure I come on here and do this because I'm very excited. I want to make sure I get my draft picks for the future. So what I'm doing here is I am taking my team and I'm basically purging it. And now I'm not purging it on purpose, just getting rid of stuff. I kind of went through and I looked at a lot of the teams, a lot of the people that I have in my league, that need a lot of help. So if they need a lot of help, I kind of tried to help them by giving a position that I think they need most, by also trying to give them something that I think they need in the draft, by compensating that value. But I also, with my rankings, in my opinion, I do feel like a lot of these players I am giving away. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I know you guys are watching. Let me check my stream again. Yeah, make sure you can see. So the first place we're going to go is to my friend J. Cole here. Now, I believe that he has probably the worst team in the league. Now, it's a dynasty league, but we are just a full roster keeper, as you can see. So our benches drop every year, and you're not allowed to keep an IR spot. So this is just a full keeper league, basically, but it's still a dynasty league perpetually. So here you can see as a good quarterback, his running backs are hurting a little bit, especially with James Conner getting signed in Arizona. Chase Edmonds loses a little bit of oomph. But Marlon Mack is still Marlon Mack in Indianapolis. He's going to be in there for those games. He's going to be the thorn in Jonathan Taylor's side, yada, yada, yada. So he's got a pretty good outlook here. Amari Cooper, I think, is going to be a really good wide receiver this season. T.Y. Hilton, I don't even know if T.Y. Hilton re-signed. Didn't it? Yeah, he signed for that 1 year, I believe. I don't remember. Yeah, he returns to Indy, so he got the 1 year. And he gets Carson Wentz, so his wide receivers aren't terrible, but he could use help. He really needs running back help, and he does have the 102 pick. So if we go take a look real quick at the draft board, which I can show you real quick, see how that looks. Let me drag this down. So this is where I'm drafting all the way at the end here. I have the last pick because I was champ. So I have 110 and the 201, but I also have the 207 and the 208. So J. Cole, the one who I'm going to be attempting to trade with, has the 102 and the 209. So if I acquire the 209, I will have the 207, the 208, and the 209. So I obviously acquired these guys through trades. I acquired the fourth round, or this pick here, by trading just about everything that you see here. So I traded 3 picks to get 1. A lot of things that I have paid up for. I'm trying to just kind of show you an example of, there's a lot of times in Dynasty where we're hesitant to what we want to do and what we want to move on because we value somebody, a lot higher than maybe we should be, or we don't want to lose them. But I have never had much trade regret when it comes to paying up for a player that I really like or a player that I'm very confident in, because especially in Dynasty, you can grab a lot of players or not in Dynasty as far as if you don't have a bench drop league. So this is going to be a lot more different if you have a full Dynasty league. If you have a full Dynasty league, it's going to be a lot harder for you to pick up somebody off the waiver wire or get somebody through the draft going into the next season. So the picks are going to be valued a lot higher. Obviously, I'm going to go into that more on my show tomorrow and how that differs. But I'm kind of just going to show you guys here tonight how I acquired my team and how I'm moving around with these picks and how I'm actually going to trade with these picks and show you my team throughout the year. Kind of go in and show you all of these moves that I'm making. Might collapse my team, but I still am confident in my ability to trade, make waiver acquisitions going into a completely new year, and maybe even make playoffs. I'm confident I can make playoffs. Let's see if I can win a championship by purging my team. So without further ado, let's go in. I keep saying that. I'm getting off track tonight. I'm excited. I got a million things going on in my brain. So let's go back here. Jump right into J. Cole's team here. And we're going to make him a trade offer for DK Metcalf. Now, he needs running back and wide receiver, especially if I'm taking DK Metcalf. So if I'm taking DK from him, I'm going to give him something really good in return. And then I know that Stephon Diggs is one of his favorite players. So I'm going to give him Stephon Diggs. And I'm also going to give him Alvin Kamara. Now, I know a lot of people are kind of, skeptical of Alvin Kamara going into the season. You got to remember that Alvin Kamara is probably the best player on the team regardless. So wherever the quarterback goes in this situation, Sean Payton knows what he has in Alvin Kamara. They're not going out and getting anybody else behind him that's worth of taking, up carries from him. When Alvin Kamara's on the field, he's absolutely explosive. He's a no doubt running back 1. Doesn't matter where he goes. Giving away Alvin Kamara. Giving away Alvin Kamara here. It does kind of hurt a little bit, I'm not going to lie. To add Kamara to this package, because I have now James Robinson and Antonio Gibson, who I'm very bullish on, but I could be wrong about both of those guys very easily as well. So I'm getting DK Metcalf, but I'm also going to get the 102 and the 209 for this. So there it is. Stephon Diggs. I give away, Alvin Kamara I give away, and I send DK Metcalf, and I receive DK Metcalf a first and a second proposed trade. So there goes the first trade. Incoming of the second one, and this is going to go to Landry Bear. Now, Landry Bear has Matt Ryan, and I have Josh Allen, so I'm not willing to make that swap for anything. I have Josh Allen, and if I do want to give him away, I'm going to give him to somebody who really needs a quarterback, and we might cover that on a different episode. So this is going to be kind of a bonus episode that I do on lives here. And when I do these bonus episodes, I'm going to kind of go throughout the year and show you my transactions and everything I do in this Dynasty League. And we'll see how we do. So it'll be kind of fun to track it throughout the years, even if you guys don't watch it. It'll be fun for me to watch the progression throughout the years, the year of how the team progresses and, you know, where we're coming from right now. Whereas I'm kind of taking this team, disassembling it, keeping certain players that I want, and then I'm kind of going away from that. So let's actually go back to my team for 1 second. Antonio Gibson, James Robinson, I'm very bullish on, but I don't believe that I'm going to get any value close to what I need to build for the future a little bit to keep myself in contention. If I do trade those guys, I'm not going to get back what I need, so I'm probably going to end up with those two, and I'm kind of already taking that into consideration, and that's why I'm offering Alvin Kamara right now. Devontae Adams, if you guys follow me, you know Devontae Adams is probably my favorite player ever, so I'm not trading Devontae Adams. Not happening. That's my little boot dang. Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs. You just saw Stephon Diggs get traded or offered in a trade to J. Cole. Now, Tyreek Hill, he's definitely going to be talked about soon, probably on the next one. And then I have Mark Andrews, probably Josh Allen. They're probably my last two pieces of something that I can do something with after I move Tyreek Hill. So with those two guys, I do have things in mind, but they'll probably be on different episodes, not this one. This is just a live real quick where I wanted to show, you know, what my team looks like, have the picture of it before the season starts. And, you know, this is a team that I've built, you know, throughout a couple years. I've made some crazy trades. I've made some trades I shouldn't have made. And it's kind of just to go to show you guys, you know, even if you do kind of go out there and be scared of a trade and it bites you in the butt, it's never going to lead to something that you can't overcome to the point where you might be able to get a little bit of value for that. Throw in a draft pick trade. A lot of my stuff on my show tomorrow is going to cover that. So don't be scared to go out and get that guy that you want, because it's probably going to lead to, you know, either exactly what you do want in the return on that investment, or it's going to lead to a little bit below that investment, and you can take that loss on the chin without feeling too bad if you can get something in return. So it's not a huge loss when you go out and make those bids, and I personally, by showing you this team, I'm saying you probably should go out and make those acquisitions or trade up for those people that you want. And remember, it's all fantasy. It's about having fun. It's about building a team you want. And right now it's about spreading the love. So let's go back to Landry Bear. And I know Landry Bear is very upset with me because I got Tyreek Hill for basically a first-round pick. I'm pretty sure it was just for a first-round pick from a team. So I'm going to kind of do the same thing to John right now. Oops, I leaked his name out. I know John is down on Zeke, and I'm kind of willing to take the chance on Zeke this year. I do think he can have a bounce-back year. But his value is super low right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if both of my running backs that I have currently finish above Zeke this year. Even while I'm doing it, I hate that I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. Let's do it. All right. Man, let's see what I had on my board for him. So let's go look to see what we have for John on the board here. All right, I'm doing it. Here we go. So I want Zeke from John and his 103, which I believe is from Chase. I need to check this real quick. Sleeper.app bank. Go back to the preview real quick. Excuse me. This is the wrong league. League dicks. Yeah, so that's the 103. That's the one that he got from Chase via Chase. So, boom, right there. That's the one I want. I want Zeke, and I want the 103. And I'm going to be giving up Tyreek Hill and the 601 to my friend John here. And he has Austin Eckler in the flex, so he'll be able to move Eckler into Zeke's spot, and he'll be able to put Hill where he wants. Yep. Boom. There it goes. Proposed trade. So there it goes for Zeke. And now this is probably the big one that I'm going to offer. I don't believe Deshaun Watson plays this year or anytime soon. So I'm going to be offering up something good for Nick here. My friend Nick. You can have Josh Allen, my 10th round and my 8th round. And I want Deshaun Watson, your first and your second. So he gets Josh Allen, which I have ranked very high up here. As you can see, he is my 3rd quarterback on the board. Deshaun Watson I have way down here at 28 because I don't think he plays this year or anytime soon. So I'm basically trading away a quarterback, my quarterback who I like very deeply, for a quarterback who I don't believe is going to play, but I want that 1st and 2nd round. Boom, proposed trade. So those are the 3 trades that I made tonight, guys. Have a look. It's Deshaun Watson, a 1st and a 2nd, for Josh Allen, a 10th and an 8th. Getting Zeke and a 1st for Tyreek Hill and a 6th. DK Metcalf, a 1st and a 2nd for Stephon Diggs and Alvin Kamara. Let us alert the people. Boom. Alerted the people. Seeing what they're going to do. We'll see what they say. My friends, thank you so much for joining me here tonight on this Dynasty episode for me. Throwing out the trades, getting the views up and everything. Kind of getting the look at the team of how it looks right now, where I sent the trades and everything. So thank you so much